So the next speaker is amazing woman for our field, for the community. You know, the passion and the drive that she has to help humans with addiction, substance use disorder, and just to make our community brighter and more beautiful. She has become one of my closest friends. And to have women, like for me, I really need to surround myself with the most positive, awesome, badass women, and that's what I do, and that's why I'm still here to this day. So we have the director of ORS from DBHTS. I gotta do it. I know she didn't want me to do it, but I did it. Ms. Alethea Lambert, come on down.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So I know who I am, right? So my authentic self, I needed to prepare some things because I know that my anxiety might reach up and choke the life out of me, right? Okay. So I feel like I'm in front of that thing. Okay. So I want to welcome everyone. First of all. Say, this is awesome, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I did prepare a few things, and let me breathe. Breathe. Okay. So hello. Fellow exquisite and visionary women. Today is a fantastic day in an ever-changing landscape. Today we stand firm as women. We are women who are empowered, emboldened, and effective. Our journey, my journey, to this place has been marred by misunderstanding and pain, the pain of past trauma, and the misunderstanding of the personal power I possessed. You see, I was born into dysfunction. The dysfunction of an addiction-filled household, the dysfunction of poverty, the dysfunction of being a product of the foster care system, and in this society, the perceived dysfunction of being a melanated female body. The level of unsorted chaos looks different when it's all you know. Finding my way through many years of living outside of my purpose. A purpose I did not know existed, and a purpose I never dared to believe I could stand in. It took addiction for over 20 years. It took my father turning his back on me. It took 12 arrests and 4 felony convictions. It took miscarrying a child and bringing 3 to full term in an infested addiction lifestyle. It took being in a jail cell alone with the sum of all my choices and decisions. Former Georgia State Senator Stacey Abrams said, admitting a mistake is fundamental. It's a fundamental skill that few of us learn. She went on to say, because we've been taught it's wrong to be wrong. So looking back at my journey, I now understand that it took what it took. Because one day, I rose up. I rose up by simply falling on my knees, humble and broken, and asking God to help me. And He did. God helped me begin the journey of several firsts in my family and honestly in history. He helped me by sending me to a treatment program that changed the very shape of my soul and the trajectory of my life. Madam C.J. Walker once said, don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Women are on the nope, that's not where we are. Okay, so he says get up and make them, right? So I no longer stand in front of you trying to be invisible out of fear that you will see my internal scars, or even worse, that you might see me as broken, which is how I saw myself. I stand here empowered to do anything emboldened with courageousness and confidence, and effective to get the job done. I stand here as the only person and woman in my treatment group to stay in the recovery process. I have been in this process for 20 years. I stand here as the first woman in my family to earn a college degree. I stand here as the first woman in recovery to receive the Patty L. Gilbertson Excellence in Service Award, which is the highest esteem bestowed upon a Hampton Newport News CSB employee. I stand here as the first woman of color employed in the Office of Recovery Services in Virginia. Also stand here as the first African American director of that office. You see, I didn't know I was me for so long. I had no clue that I held purpose and passage for other women. Women are on the front lines of the fight for justice, the struggle for equality, and the battle for the right to make decisions for our bodies. We are part of medical marvels. We venture out for space exploration, make our mark on scientific research, climate change policy, and develop and implement recovery-focused legislation, to name a few. Look around at the women gathered here today. We stand as testaments to what inspiration and aspiration have the driving power to become. In the words of Michelle Obama, we are becoming. We are becoming insightful leaders in our communities. We are becoming CEOs. We are becoming visionaries and stewards for technological revolutions. We are becoming the voices of a new generation. We are becoming our wildest dreams. And then we become more than we could have ever imagined. Don't let where you come from or how far you've gone to stop you. Don't allow the fact that it sometimes takes 10 and 14-hour days to get the job done. Don't stop allowing the S on your chest to stand for scholarly, stunning, smart, savvy, and self-confident. I ask you, what are you seeking to become? And how will you get there? The passage may be sitting right next to you, an empowered, emboldened, and effective woman. My name is Alethea Lambert. Thank you.